clue to sew a basic top using auto sewing in Close 3D. Next, we are going to place this pattern onto the avatar. To do that, I'm going to come over here to this menu right here, and you see this avatar icon. I'm going to hover my mouse to the second avatar icon right here. It's called Show Arrangement Point icon, so I can select to show the arrangement point. This allows us to place this pattern onto the avatar. Okay, alright, so to place this pattern onto the avatar, so as you can see right here, I have back top, right sleeve, zoom in a little bit, right sleeve right there, and front tops, as well as left sleeve over here. Okay, so let me pan this 2D window to the left a little bit by pressing down Option Alt and left click, and then pan it. Okay, so first I'm going to place the front top onto the avatar. To do that, if somehow you are not on the transform pattern tool, be sure to come over here and select that. There is something to notice that the tool that highlighted in yellow, which means that tool is active. For example, if I select Edit Pattern tool, now the Edit Pattern tool highlighted in kind of bluish. So I'm going to select on that transform pattern tool to select that tool, and now the tool itself highlighted in blue. Now I'm going to come over here to this 2D window, and I'm going to marquee select both, actually 3 pieces of this front pattern piece, and as you can see right there highlighted in yellow. Then I'm going to come over here and just hover the mouse over this right here, this arrangement points, and as you can see the silhouette appear right over here, and I'm going to click one to place that pattern onto the avatar. Okay, so I'm going to rotate her just a little bit. I want to see if the pattern snug into her skin or not. So to rotate the avatar, press down Command or Control, right click, and then if you drag to the left, you rotate her to the left. If you drag to the right, you rotate her to the right. So it looks like the garment a little bit snug, the pattern a little bit snug to her skin. So we are going to do something about it. So to do that, I'm going to come over here. We want to expand the curve so the pattern doesn't snug to her skin. So I'm going to come over here to this property editor over here, and under offset, I can either select on that slider to slide to the right to expand, slide to the left to kind of contract, or I can just highlight on that number and then type in 80, because 80 I think it's just right for me. Then I'm going to either press down the return enter on the keyboard or the tab key to confirm. Okay, looks like nothing really happened. Let me click on the page to deselect, and we're gonna try again. Okay, so is that happened to you? No worry, just repeat the step once again, and then once again come to the property editor and then scroll down here to this offset and click and then select and drag to the right until now it works. Okay, then I'm going to type in 80, then press the return enter on the keyboard to confirm. Next, I'm going to click one on the page to deselect. Okay, now we want to place this back top pattern onto the back. Okay, I can either press down Command or Control and right click and rotate to the back, or I can use the shortcut key, which is number 8. Now we can see the back side of the avatar. Next, I'm going to, once again, key select all the pattern pieces from the backs of the top. Then, hover the mouse over that arrangement point and left click to place the pattern. After that, once again, as you can see, the pattern kind of snug onto the avatar. We do not want that. So to fix that issue, we are going to come over here to the property editor and scroll the mouse down. And I'm going to click on that slider under this offset and then slide it to the right. And to see the effects, looks like it's just right. It doesn't have to be exactly 80 like the prompt, which is okay. Then I'm going to click one on the picture deselect. Now we are going to place this sleeve onto the avatar. Alright, so before we are going to place the sleeve onto the avatar, I'm going to rotate her to the side, okay? So press down Command or Control, right click, and then rotate her to the side, right there. Okay. So if we look at closely here, we will see right sleeve and left sleeve. Since the sleeves are the same, I'm going to link them together, okay? To do that, I'm going to, once again, be sure you are on the Transform Pattern tool. Then, key selects these sleeve pieces. Then press on Shift and key selects the next two sleeve pieces. Then, hover the mouse onto that pattern piece, either this one or this one. Right click, and we want to apply this symmetric pattern sewing. Okay, just click on it and then apply. Okay, now as you can see, we see this blue highlighted appear around the sleeve, which means both of the sleeves are linked together. Okay, alright, so this is important, guys. So we have right side and left side, okay? We want to place this sleeve on the right side of the avatar and this sleeve on the left side. Okay, so it is a little bit confusing, but let me show you. If we rotate the avatar, look forward, okay? This side gonna be the left and this side gonna be the right, okay? So I'm going to rotate her backward, and now we are right here on the left side right here, okay? So what we're gonna do, I'm going to key select this left side of the sleeve, just one sleeve, okay? Then you just hover the mouse over that left side of her arm right here and left click to place. Next, I'm going to turn off this arrangement point. Once again, instead of come over here to this and select on the arrangement point icon, I can use the shortcut key Shift F to turn it off. Then I'm going to press on number 2 to see the front view of the avatar. Okay, so this is cool. Let me rotate her kind of down a little bit. Alright, so we only we only place one sleeve onto the avatar, but both of them place onto the avatar. That because we link that sleeve together, okay? However though, if we want to adjust this sleeve up and down, for example, here, one up a little bit and then kind of down a little bit, you can only adjust the sleeve that are selected, okay? So if you want to adjust both the sleeve, you have to select both of them. So let me deselect, and then I'm going to select this sleeve now and then adjust it further up here and down here. Okay, next I'm going to click one on the page to deselect. Alright, so let me rotate, and I want to check if the if the garment lay right. So there is something we can do here. Since we are going to use the auto function to sew this top, we want to adjust the top properly, okay? Because the sewing function depend on the arrangement point where we place the garment. So to do that, I'm going to kind of pull this garment down just a little bit so the auto sewing will know what to do. So I'm going to kind of zoom out over here a little bit on the 2D window, and I want to marquee select the back parts, and then press down shift and marquee select the front pattern pieces, and I'm going to come over here and hover the mouse over that gizmo right there, click, and then just drag it down just a little bit, okay, not too much. Then kind of rotate her, and I'm going to click one on the page to deselect, and I'm going to let adjust the garment toward the avatar a little bit. And the sleeve, I can move the sleeve back down just a little bit, so we do not want the sleeve snug, like got too snug into the avatar skin like that. That's what we don't want. You can either select that pattern right there and adjust, or you can come over here to this 2D window and then marquee select the pattern like we did earlier, and then click on that gizmo. Okay, here we're going to kind of click on the circle right here and then drag it up just a little bit. All right, let me rotate to the front and then adjust over here and rotate back to the back. Let's just get it to the back just a little bit, and okay, then we're going to kind of see if it's still snug. We do not want it snug to the avatar, and I'm going to just kind of put it down a little further. Okay, now it looks good. Let me see the front view by pressing down number 2 on the keyboard, and I'm going to rotate it forward. Okay, now you have it, designistas. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you find this video useful on how to use auto sewing function in clothes with this basic top. And remember to sub and click on the bell for more awesome videos. Thank you.